My role in quality improvement is the head of service improvement for NHS Tayside, and effectively that means that I have responsibility for improvement and development support within Tayside across all services, but also about how to build capability and capacity for improvement within the whole of NHS Tayside, some 14,000 staff. So how do we build that? And that's a big part of the role I have. I've been involved in quality improvement work since 1996, so some 16 years if my calculations are correct, which is quite a significant period of time, and started off as an anaesthetic nurse within theatres, and started off really quite working in clinical effectiveness and clinical governance, and that's how I started my improvement journey. I first began to develop knowledge and quality improvement really without knowing it, and I think most people do. Most people have got an aptitude for quality improvement without knowing it. So, for example, I can remember being in the theatre environment and organising the anaesthetic room. So my first response was patients are coming in and they're seeing lots of masks up on the wall and lots of bits of tubing and all the technical equipment that I'm used to. If you're coming into that and you're quite nervous anyway, actually seeing all that can be quite traumatic, quite frightening for patients. And one of the first things I did without knowing I was doing it was well-organised workplace, looking at success and lean thinking, and started to reorganise the anaesthetic room to having everything in the right place, but also thinking about only what we need to hand, and thinking about making that environment a much more comfortable place for patients to be. And I didn't know what that was called. I didn't know that was quality improvement. I certainly didn't know it was lean. I definitely didn't know it was well-organised workplace, but I was still doing it. And that for me has been the biggest take home, is that you have to have a blended practice around quality improvement, which takes in organisational development skills, leadership management development skills, and service improvement skills. You don't have to be a tool head and know every tool in the book to achieve quality improvement. I think one of the challenges for the organisation is being able to give some dedicated support to that. And what I mean by dedicated support is to help support teams with improvement support, and people who do have profound knowledge of improvement, but supporting them to be able to go in and enact changes themselves, to be able to improve their own service. I don't think service improvement is necessarily a dark art. I think actually with the right support, anybody can lead change and lead improvement within their service area. I was initially interested in quality improvement because I think I've always had a part of my being is being open to change and being quite flexible. Those are the skills that I think I'm most proud of in my practice. So I was always wanting to change things, and always was having a look at a service and thinking how it could be better, or thinking how patient care could be better. And I had an opportunity to go into clinical effectiveness and governance, and to look at clinical audit as a way of looking at patient care and in evaluating patient care. And that's how I got started through clinical governance as a Band 5 staff nurse in theatres at that time. What really made the difference to my quality improvement journey, I think, was being able to work with a range of colleagues, was to be able to experience working with colleagues from leadership management development teams, from OD team, to be able to work with teams in other board areas to spread and share the knowledge of learning. In actual fact, learning that something can work somewhere else certainly helps you then try and implement that within your own organisation. I learn best in terms of working within networks. What's been really helpful for me over the past 2 or 3 years is being able to work with a range of people who are interested in quality improvement. In terms of accessing quality improvement at a local, national, international level, it's been great in terms of some of the resources that you can get from Scottish Government, from National Education Scotland, in terms of a knowledge management portal. It's been actually fantastic being able to have those resources and to have the learning resources, particularly around some of the e-learning opportunities. But the reality of it is actually talking to other people, networking with other people who are delivering quality improvement, to understand the ups and the downs, and to find out what's working for them within their organisation. What's next for me on my QI learner journey is to thinking about how we can build in research opportunities to improvement.